Hi, welcome to Sewing with Sandy. McCall's has new patterns out for spring 2024, and we have 13 of them here that we're going to review. All the information, the coordinating fabrics and patterns will be through the link down below. And also, this is a style arc, the Teddy designer top, and I did a sew along with this, so that information will also be down below. I love this little swing top. It's so cute and it's easy to wear. You just throw it on and you're good to go. So, spring collections, McCall's. I like McCall's patterns. They're really good for beginner, advanced beginner patterns. They have some style detail, but not a ton. If you're going to make something fitted with these patterns, I suggest that you make a practice garment first with a muslin or some scrap fabric or something that you've cut up with the same weight of fabric as your fashion fabric that you're going to make the final garment out of. I think it's really important if you have something that has some structure. First one is 8446. It is a very slinky dress. You would wear this to obviously a formal occasion. You're not wearing it to the grocery store, I don't think. In most places, certainly not in Massachusetts, you wouldn't be wearing it to the grocery store. But it's a lot. It's got a big slit up the front, but it's got a high neck, so it kind of balances all of that skin. It does have a keyhole opening in the back, so there's no zipper, which is great because the fabrics for this are like charmeuse and silk, and they tend to be difficult to sew with. They can be a little unwieldy. So you would want something that's going to not have a zipper in it. It would work really well. So let's see. It recommends challis, charmeuse, crepe, and stable knits. So I would go with something that is a little bit of a knit or something that you will look good cut on the bias, because the dress is basically cut on the bias and it's got some wrap detail, and then there's a seam that comes up over the hip that creates that slit, and there is a seam up the back that helps create that keyhole in the back. So I like this silk charmeuse. It drapes absolutely gorgeous, and since it's cut on the bias, I don't think it will show as many of the imperfections. The teal is stunning. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, right? And yeah, the only thing I would suggest that since it is bias cut, that after you make it, you hang it and let it hang for several days, because what's going to happen is part of the fabric may grow. So you may find that you have this beautiful hemline, and then you come back in 3 days and one side of the hem is 2 inches longer than the other, and you're going to need to trim that. And you want to do that and let it grow before you hem it. Obviously, if you don't, then when you wear it, if you make it this week and you're going to wear it in a month and it's hanging in your closet, the hemline isn't going to be straight. So you want to make sure you take care of that before you actually hem the garment. That's my tip for the day. Number 2 is McCall's 8447. It's a knit yoga pant or a sweatpant and a cropped sweatshirt. Now, honestly, I don't know where this chick is headed. She's got on this white knit sweatsuit, right? It's loungewear, and she has on black all business pumps and a really fancy little bag. So I'm a little confused about the styling on this one, but I think that the pattern is cute, but I don't think I would wear it with black pumps and a little black bag. So I'm not sure exactly where she's going and why she's wearing a sweatsuit to wherever it is she's off to, but the sweatsuit itself is cute. So this one calls for stretch knits, ponte, cotton knit, terry, something that's casual and stretchy. This is loungewear at its best. I mean, this is the stuff you put on to binge watch movies, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I chose a Minerva light loop French terry knit, and it's almost the same color as the picture on the front of the pattern, because you're seeing a lot of these like in creams and oatmeals and light beiges, these coordinating knit suits for loungewear, or maybe running errands, but certainly not going somewhere where you're going to be wearing black pumps. Number 3 is McCall's 8448. I really like this dress. If you haven't worked with knits, this might be a really cute one to start with, especially if you do it in stripes or color blocking. And the thing about stripes, when you work with stripes and you're putting them on angles and you're cutting them, you have a designated line right there. You can cut right on the line, or cut so that, say, the black is in the seam allowance and you're going to sew on the white line, and it gives you an absolutely perfect line. You do have to take care that you don't kind of go cattywampus on it, because then your lines, your stripes will get narrower. But it's also really cute for color blocking. It has a little bit of a bell sleeve, so that's kind of nice. It's delicate, and or sleeveless. It's got an asymmetrical hem. It's a really cute little pattern. So to go with this, to pair with this, I kept with the black and white stripe theme, but I dressed it up a little. This has got a gold sparkle, and it's from Mood. It's not a very expensive fabric, but it looks rich and luxurious, and I think it would be really nice. I like the looks of those stripes that they have in the styling of it in the photo, the makeup, the mock-up for the pattern. It really accentuates those big, wide black and white stripes. So I think that's a great idea, and it would look great in any color, right? Yellow and white, pink and white, blue and white. You see stripes everywhere. I think that would be really, really cute. Next up is a quasi shirt dress. It's M4889. It has a button front placket, a yoke in the back, and a sash to hold it together. Without the sash, this dress is almost like this one. There's a lot of volume to it in the bottom, although this one doesn't have extra volume in the back like that one does. That one has a back yoke, so there's a lot of gathering around the back that would give a lot of volume to the dress. That might be something that you like, or it might be something that just gives you too much. For me, that would be way too much volume in the back. I don't particularly care for that. I prefer this style because it's smooth all the way down. Although I do like a yoke. If it had a pleat in it, that might be a little bit much, but it's gathered all the way across the back, so that's a lot. And then you tie it in the middle, so now you have something that's very blousy and cinched in at the waist, and then a little bit blousy at the bottom. So if that's your style, then this pattern would really work well for you. There's a lot of fabric options for this. You want something that's going to be light and flowy. A rayon challis works really well. And since there are very little seams, like the front is a big panel and then the back is a big panel with the yoke, you could get wild with fabric and use a large print, because you're not going to be cutting it up, so you'll get to showcase the print. That's really what this dress does, because there's no seams in it. You want to give it some kind of interest, and a large vibrant print would be perfect to match with this. So I chose Minerva's Dashwood Studios. It's a gardenia print, and it's a birds and blues and really interesting rayon challis. And rayon challis is great to work with. Anything that's going to be soft and drapey will give you this kind of like nice look, and it's comfortable to wear, and it's cool, and if it gets a little chilly, you can just throw a little sweater on and it'd be perfect. Number 5 is 8451. It is a vest style blouse. It's cute. It's got a little v-neck, and you know, v-necks are really nice because they elongate this whole part of your body, and obviously that's what people are looking. So it's got a little button down v-neck front with a kind of a vest style at the bottom, short sleeves and long sleeves. You could probably make it sleeveless, although since you're using a cotton, just be aware that if you take the sleeves off, that you lift up that back of the arm scythe, because they're cut really low, or cut lower for sleeves. And if you want to cover the back of your arms, take the bottom of the sleeve and just cut it up just a little bit. So you add a little more fabric to it, so you have a little more coverage in the back. There's a lot of sizes too. Oh, one of the things that this pattern has, it has multiple cup options. So it has A, B, C, and D cup options in the pattern, which really all of the patterns should have them. If you purchase something from Silhouette Patterns, which is an independent pattern company from the US, they offer cup sizes, so you don't have to do a full bust adjustment, or make the bust smaller, make the bust larger. This at least gets you off in the right direction, and most of us fit within that range within our size. This calls for a cotton poplin, what else? Gingham, linen, anything that you would make a blouse out of, blouse weight fabric. And I love, pink is everywhere, and little tiny florals. I really like this. This is a Mood exclusive cotton poplin, really sweet. And because there's so many darts, there's darts that go up from the hem and on the front and the back, you want a pattern that's kind of overall, so you don't notice that you've actually put a line in it. You sort of want to see the line because it makes you look longer, but you don't want it to be obvious. Like, you don't want, like the fabric before that wouldn't work. We looked at before with the birds, wouldn't work because you could be chopping off a bird's head, and then that looks kind of weird, right? You know, it's not the best look, especially if you're making it, you can make it right. You know, the next one, number 6, is a skirt, and I love a good skirt. This one is a little too young for me, but oh my God, it is so cute. So it's 8452. It is a cargo skirt. Now, if you sew for teenagers or tweenies, this might be just the thing for them. With the balloon bottom, like a drawstring bottom on the cargo skirt, it's so cute. It would be perfect for someone that's young and likes to have fun with their clothes. For me, it's a little too juvenile. Even the skirt that doesn't have the bubble bottom on it, I think is a little bit much with the big pockets. And I'm not a big full skirt, circle skirt person. But if you are, this has got outside pockets on the top and then patch pockets on the bottom, like super cute. And if you wanted to go kind of in a different direction, something a little bit more modern, or even kind of steampunk, or I think you could take this in a lot of different ways. I chose a plaid. I think it would be so cute in a plaid for spring. If you got a lightweight wool, or even in the fall, this will carry over into the fall, in a fun plaid with the bubble and all the pockets, and you could do the pockets on diagonals. And I think as a teenager, it would be so much fun to wear to go out to some little party or something like that. Up to number 7, 8454, is a romper. I like rompers. I think that they are a really great way to dress and look all pulled together. And what I like about this romper is it looks like a skirt. So it has a panel that crosses over in the front. It's pleated or it's flat, and there's a tab or a connection that you make to one side, so it crosses over. So it gives you that skirt look. Cute little thing for summer. I mean, it would be great to have in your closet, and it's not the kind of thing you can wear all the time, so you might only get a couple of wears out of it because there's no way to change it up too much outside of adding a jacket to it. And if you're wearing a romper and a jacket, and that's a lot to deal with if you have to go to the ladies. So, but if you're going to make it, and I think you should, if you really like a little romper and you want something that's cute for a cookout, that would be really sweet. I chose this stretch cotton sateen, and it's very abstract because you want an overall pattern, but you don't want anything too big because it is kind of a small romper. It's not full length. So you want something that scale-wise works. I love the black and white. I think it would be really cute. Now this you could wear with a cotton sateen. You could wear it with some really nice dressy sandals and a cute little bag and take it somewhere elevated, or you could just take it to a picnic. I think that it would be a fun little make for summer. It's going to be a work to put together. I don't think it's for someone that's just starting out. You definitely need to be an advanced beginner at the least and be able to read instructions. Also, you need to make a mock-up of this because of the length. It's a jumper. There's no way back. You need to make sure that it's long enough for your torso or short enough for your torso, depending on how the pattern fits you. But you want to make sure that it's going to fit and you can sit in it. So those are all things to consider. Number 8, 8455, leggings and a top. I really like this. I haven't made leggings. I've made swimsuits. I've made knit bottoms, yoga pants, but I haven't made leggings, and I have not made a top that is this closely fitted with some kind of lycra. And I think that this would be fun to make if you like to make athletic wear. Probably something that I should have on my list as somewhere down along the line, but right now it's easier to purchase them for me. But I think that I like the idea of making them, and I like the way these have, the waistband on these is really nice, and I like the way that they fit. They have pockets, which is really important for me for leggings. They're really hard to find, and these have the wide pockets that you can fit your phone in, so your keys and phone if you're going to go out for a walk and you don't have to carry a backpack or a crossbody bag. So that I think is really important. I like that idea. You can do a little color blocking with this. It's cute. And if the crop top's too short for you, you can just make that longer. That's certainly easy enough to do, to extend the fabric to make it as long as you would like it. So I think that this is a really nice pattern. I like the 3/4 sleeves. For me, I wear a lot of 3/4 sleeves because I'm short, so the proportions are good. But it also has long sleeves, so it would work for early spring when it's cold. So I like that one. And certainly get a really good quality Lycra if you're going to spend the time stitching it and overlocking it and working with all of your knit stitches. Then I would suggest that you buy something that's quality, that isn't going to get ruined after you wear it and wash it a couple of times. 8456 crop pants, long sleeve shirt, shorts, sleeveless shirt, a little bit of a cowl neck. I actually bought this pattern. I like it. I like all the options in it. I really like the pants. I like there's a big wide waistband, which I love, and it has top stitching detail, which I think is really interesting. I don't know about the 3/4 length pants. They've never been very friendly to me. When I put them on, I just kind of take them off and go, not quite right. But the long pants and the shorts are everywhere. There are so many shorts out for spring that are dress shorts, business shorts. We actually have one. We're making up a pair of crepe shorts for the spring must-haves. The shorts are really, really everywhere. And these are interesting and they look comfortable. And I think if you made them in a really nice knit, then you could dress them up a little bit. And I like the idea of the cowl with the kind of extended shoulder sleeve on this. It's cute. This pattern's going to transition. It'll go spring, summer, fall, winter with the long pants and the long sleeve shirt. So I think you could get a lot of wear out of this pattern. So I definitely purchased it, and it comes in so many sizes. So it comes in 3 size packs. It's a 10 to 18, 20W to 28W, and 30W to 38W. So this pant is going to fit pretty nearly everyone that sews pant and top, and I think that that's great. So I chose this cute little star stretch knit fabric. I thought it would be adorable. I actually have it in my cart at Minerva. I haven't purchased it yet because I did just buy a bunch of fabric, but it's in my cart. So if it's still available when I go to make my next purchase, I may get it, because for a pair of shorts and a little tank top for the beach, I think it would be super cute. So this one, you will probably see a sew along with this one for sure. All right, make number 10 is 8457. I also purchased this pattern, and this one is going to be in my 5 spring trends. We're going to do a sew along with this one. Jumpsuits are everywhere, just like the romper. Jumpsuits are the same. This one is long, full length, and I'm going to make version C. So it's deep V, sleeveless, empire waist with kind of gathered long legs. So it's gonna be very flowy, very relaxed, super comfy. I'm thinking definitely beach, or beach party, or something very casual. And I have this super yummy fabric from Minerva. It is Rainbow Harvest Linen Viscose Blend. So it's a little stiffer than, has a little more body than some of the fabrics that they're recommending, cotton, lawn, gauze, silkies, but it does have cotton and linen blends. So this will drape really beautifully for the pants, and I think that this will look adorable. It's a lot of fabric, it's a lot of color. That's why I think that the sleeveless version will work really well, and it's open in the neck, so that will set off some of this vibrant color, but so cute, right? I mean, we're ready for some color. Pattern number 11 is a pair of pull-on cargo pants, unisex style. 8458 is the pattern number. How cute are these pants, right? They are just like a cargo pant, but without all the structure. So they're perfect for somebody that can read a pattern and wants to expand their sewing prowess. There's zip pockets, slash pockets, bag pockets, everything that you would want in a cargo pant, but you don't have to futz with the waistband and the fly front. So it's a elastic waistband with a drawstring. And I think they have the optional draw cords on the bottom. So you have the optional draw cords on the bottom. And these yellow pants, they look like they're made out of ripstop. They are so cute. So this neon green ripstop would make a fabulous pair of these cargo pants. They would be so much fun to wear. I mean, you can't wear them everywhere, but they would certainly be just adorable to hang out in. Fabrics they recommend: ripstop, twill, nylon, chambray, and cotton blends. So I think that you could run the gamut on these. If you want something really lightweight and fun, ripstop would be great. If you wanted something a little bit more functional, you could go for a poplin or a cotton, and you would have something with a little bit more structure. So I think that those are super, super cute, and they look like they would be a lot of fun to make. And they wouldn't go up quickly, but I think that you would be very happy with them when you got them done with all the different pockets and everything. They would certainly be functional, nothing else. The last two patterns that I chose from the spring issue were Laura Ashley patterns that were revisited. Now, Vogue did the Diane von Furstenberg re-release of the wrap dress for the anniversary, and it was a smash. Everybody is making the wrap dress. Everybody's making videos on it, and I think that that's great. I don't know that this Laura Ashley line is going to be quite as successful because it's just not as iconic. Maybe that's it. It's just not an iconic type of look. So this first one, 8463, is a tiered skirt with a little vest and a blouse, I believe. Blouse, petticoat, and yeah, pretty delicate. I think that there were a lot of these very flowy patterns with ruffles last spring and last summer. You saw them. I made several myself. I really like them. This one with the petticoat and the skirt and the, I don't know, I think it's going a little too far in the different direction. So I'm going to say that if you're going to make this pattern, you want to find a fabric that is really kind of tight, that the print is tight on it. Like this is a very tight print, and there's nothing actual that you can actually see. Like you can't pull out a tiger or a bird or something really specific, and that it's more abstract. I chose this cotton lawn. I like the denimness of it. If you're going to go with this kind of flowy skirt, I like the contrast of the denim, which tends to be hard, with this super soft floaty, and you could do the petticoat if that was the direction that you wanted to go in. Other one, 8464, for me is like a flashback to when I was working in the office. It is just so retro that you really have to like this style, with the bustier style dress and the full skirt, and then the very boxy jacket to go over it. With the jacket has like big sleeves, and they're gathered, so they're not set in, they're kind of gathered. I don't know. I'm sure there's a customer out there for it. I don't know that people that sew with me would be the customer that probably would be out there for it. For the dress, you would want something that is shirting style. I mean, there's a lot of fabric on that skirt, so you don't want anything too heavy. Shirting, this little cotton piqué shirting, and I think that would be really sweet in that dress. But it's this very sweet dress, got a little sweetheart neckline with the princess seaming, and then that big full skirt. You really have to have a place to wear that. I don't see many people wearing that to the office. Yeah, so that's the 13 McCall's patterns that we chose for the spring release 2024. One of them will have a sew along. That will be this one, the jumpsuit. I can't wait to get started on that. And then we have 5 spring must-have patterns coming up that you want to sew for spring. So until next time, happy sewing. Bye.